Hello! We are on our way to the very suburban grocery store, and we've got a whole grocery list, and I'm really excited to kind of tackle this as like a zero waste challenge. The list is for a family of 4 plus my husband and I did not tailor this list at all. It's just for like regular weeknight meals. Like tacos and spaghetti. Yeah, so I'm really excited. Here is the grocery list. There's probably gonna be some tough ones on here, so we'll see how it goes. Hello! We are at the Albertsons grocery store, and I am doing a zero waste challenge of sorts, and we're just gonna see how sustainable or zero waste we can make it. Alright, what's first?
This thing's eggs.
Okay, so obviously one thing we can do is avoid styrofoam. It's interesting because at home you can compost these, but these might be recyclable here, so don't know. Cage-free could still be at a farm that isn't necessarily super humane. I try and go for like pasture raised or something like that. Organic free range. Free range usually means a little bit more than cage free. Oh, it's tough to go with the plastic. I don't think that you can recycle this. It's cage free, but it also says humane, sustainable eggs from family farms. I'm gonna go with this one.
Let's get 2.
Okay, I'm getting one of each. Apparently these hens are well fed. Coffee creamer. I was looking to see if they have any of the plant-based ones. If I was being really strict, or if I was at home, I really like this one. It's plant-based, and these are recyclable. I don't know if you can recycle them here, but it's like a coconut cream and almond milk. But not gonna lie, my sister-in-law really loved this mocha coffee creamer, so this one we cheat on. We don't have the one that she likes, but we're doing vanilla coffee creamer. This is our exception. Okay, next up is yogurt. Typically, I'm just gonna look for the biggest container that I can find. This is a good brand that we like in Washington. It's like local to there.
Well, Oregon, right?
Oregon, yeah. This is another one that I like for being like fairly natural ingredients, no GMO. This is recyclable. It looks like it has like a plastic overcoat that you would have to take off. So I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm actually really excited because they do have a butcher counter, and I assume they're gonna wrap in paper. If this is just what I was working with, then I would be focused on finding local farms, organic meat, humane raised. Let's see what they have at the counter. Yeah, I've got a couple of things. I'm gonna do some of the chicken breast, boneless, skinless.
Okay.
Let's do 5 of those.
5. We can get some more hamburger.
Anything else I can get for you guys?
I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too. With that, it does come in plastic, but it's so much less, and you don't have the styrofoam tray. Plus, it's fresh. So we're looking for a spicy sausage.
Or these 2, or this one.
Okay. I'm just gonna see.
This is my fault because I really like the Johnsonville.
That's okay. Honestly, sometimes I'll talk to the guys behind the counter, and they'll point out, like, this guy is a farm that comes by once a week to talk to me. This other guy is a huge brand that comes by maybe once a year, you know. So they kind of know what's local, but we'll do this. So my husband was just pointing out that a lot of times he will also get this if he's not at the store with a fresh counter. It's a little bit less plastic because you don't have the styrofoam tray. Also, there's organic, grass-fed. You can probably find some good farms in here.
So we have fish.
Okay, so we've got salmon, halibut, tilapia, but we're gonna go over and check out the trout aisle. Okay, so here we are in the trout aisle. Typically what you want to look for here is the unpackaged trout. Only go for the unpackaged, and here we go. Okay, so we had rice on the list, but actually I just remembered remembered that Michelle has a huge bag at home. She buys it in bulk, like a 20-pound bag. But just looking at options for the hell of it, this is interesting. These normally have a plastic bag in the middle, but I don't think it does. So I might go with this, cardboard, recyclable. If not, I'm gonna go all the way down here to some of these huge bags. Just kind of less waste when you get a larger bag. The spaghetti is super easy. I'm just gonna go with a cardboard recyclable box over the plastic bag. Typically, if I can, I'm gonna find either a brand that is organic or these ones are non-GMO certified. Okay, for pasta sauce, normally we would choose something that comes in glass, but here you can't really recycle glass. So I'm gonna go with aluminum. If I can, I would do organic.
What about this?
Perfect, perfect. One or two?
Let's get 2. We're gonna try and make leftovers.
Okay, we have diced tomatoes on the list, but we're gonna go with fresh because we can get them without any packaging at all. In theory, this would probably be the more sustainable choice. It's dried, so you're not shipping liquid all over the place. It's lighter, but we've got kids at the house, and I think that between a hockey practice and everything else, we're not really gonna have time to soak beans. Pretty easy. I'm gonna do organic black beans. I'm gonna do no salt added because that's kind of nice. And then we got taco seasoning, but instead of these little individual packets, I'm gonna do this pre-mixed. You can make your own super easy, but again, time saver. And this is probably, hopefully, recyclable. So the kids eat things like Raisin Bran, stuff like that. But for us adults,
I love Raisin Bran.
okay, the kids and my husband eat Raisin Bran. I'm seeing my future. Cardboard box, whatever. It does come in a plastic bag on the inside, but you gotta make some exceptions based on what people like. For me, I probably would go with something like oatmeal because it's gonna come in bulk. Something like this would be recyclable. Yes, okay, they have bulk coffee. Again, did not expect this. So I'm gonna go with this because in theory you could refill the bag, but it's COVID, so probably not. If we didn't have this, you're gonna look for something sustainable like either fair trade, organic, biodynamic. That's a really good one, although rare. Or something local. It's roasted right here in Montana. This looks like a really good one. So this is kind of a toss-up because in Seattle, we would have a compostable cardboard bag, except for the wire, which you take out. Here we don't have compost, so I think the prepackaged is fine, especially because it's local. We don't love light roast, but it's what's local. This is a tough one, but I'm gonna go with this. I love kombucha. At home, I'd probably do one of the glass PTs because it's a great brand and it's in most places over the US. But again, can't recycle glass. So I'm gonna go with another great brand. It's organic, Brew Doctor. This one. Kombucha! Okay, produce, what do we got?
Carrots, tomatoes, bananas, bell peppers, greens, garlic bread, yada yada.
Okay, I know you like these.
That's
because
what I
they're
want.
I know you do. But we're doing zero waste. That's the challenge. Okay, we're gonna get these fairly easy to cut up. This is for spaghetti and salads. I think one's enough.
And Drifter.
And for Drifter.
He likes baked carrots.
Should we get 2?
Sure.
Dog treats, by the way. Zero waste dog treats.
We need bananas.
Banana. I will never understand why they do the plastic ring. It's already in its own little container. I suppose because people break them apart. But they're organic, and we're gonna use them in smoothies. Okay, so this is pretty easy. Tomatoes aren't usually packaged. I tend to think that on the vine is kind of the freshest. It's kind of fun. Think this is enough?
Yep.
So let's talk greens and salads. Let's actually wait.
Lots of people.
This is kind of an area where you tend to have a lot of plastic. I know growing up we used to do like pre-mixed salad. In theory you could get something recyclable like this, but who needs this much spinach? This is gonna go bad in a day. So what I would do for greens and for salad is we're gonna go over to this side. Okay, this is kind of gonna seem like an obvious one, but I love to do like the unwrapped lettuce or even cabbage because it lasts a really long time. I'm gonna do this red leaf lettuce, great to cut up for salads. Typically, I find cabbage and red cabbage unwrapped, but it looks like they are plastic wrapped here, so I'll take a peek around, but that's kind of a good hack.
Let's do 4 large bell peppers for the stuffed bell peppers.
These are cute. Okay, here's another thing. Again, might seem super intuitive, but you really don't need a plastic bag for these. I put them in the cart and then I wash them when I get home. Most of the time.
I think the only time I get something plastic is for like the serrano peppers or jalapenos or something like that to keep them in one area if you don't have your own bag.
Right, right. And again, typically we bring a couple of cotton bags, but coronavirus. That's all about. So you have an unwrapped red cabbage. This is actually also a bitter, so it's really good for digestion. And it's plastic free, but I don't think we need any more. So this one's kind of a bummer. Typically you'd have like some unwrapped breads like just in a paper bag that's recyclable. I don't know if they're out of the fresh stuff, but we're gonna go with this. So it's in a paper bag, but then it's in plastic. I guess to make it last longer, which hey, that's less food waste. But yeah, this is what we got. Finally found mozzarella. Okay, so this is for stuffed peppers, and this is pretty much an exception because almost all cheese is gonna come in plastic unless you have some kind of a fresh counter. I'm gonna go with the biggest bag first. I have been told to get snacks. Again, this is a really hard one.
Oh, Cheetos.
Okay, you know what a really cute zero waste hack that I've heard of? I just agreed to Cheetos.
Yeah, I know.
We gotta be done. Okay, you know what a really cute zero waste hack that I've heard of though is that people will go to one of the local Mexican restaurants and they will give you tortilla chips just like in your own bag. So that's kind of fun.
Never heard of that.
I know.
What about those veggie straws?
Veggie straws, sure. This looks kind of a good brand. This is like, I don't know, it's like non-GMO. That's gluten-free though. We don't want
veggie sticks.
Here.
Different than the straws. I told you they weren't
Yeah.
called straws. Honey, what about beer?
Oh yeah, there's a couple things I would say. First of all, here we're gonna do cans. And in most places, they're one of the most recyclable materials. And they're lighter weight, so they're lighter to ship. The other thing I would say is to find something from a local brewery, which is also really fun. But we're doing our sober month and we can't have beer. So, in theory.
Big Sky Brewing, that's another good one. Moose Roll.
Another good way to reduce waste for beer. Look at me. A good way to reduce waste for beer is to go to one of your local breweries and have them refill your growler. Again, it changes in places for COVID, but that's a great way to just do like package-free beer.
Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're done.
All right, let's get out
Let's
of
go
here.
fishing. There you have it. That is my zero waste-ish realistic grocery haul from Suburban Grocery. Brought our own bags and yeah, made some exceptions, but I think we reduced a lot of waste too. Thanks for watching.